What's going on, Bull fam? What's going on, Charger Nation, Bolts Nation, Bull fam and Charger fans? What is up? RWA, Jordan Trask, back for another video here. So this week is Raiders Hay Week. So to the Raider fans, I know this week is Ash Raider, Raider Cousin, and Raider Mike, Raider Ben. Every other Raider fans I know out there, besides Pistol 213, especially, because I know a lot of Raider fans. As always, and including Raneem Kassar, because I know Raneem Kassar as always, so I know him as he's a Raider fan. Because, yeah, he's a Padres, Raptors, and Pittsburgh Penguins fan, and a Raider fan as always. So that concludes to Raneem Kassar. Shout out to his Raiders for that. So, but especially good luck to the Raider fans for now for Week 4 matchup against us. So we will have a good game because our guy Mike Williams is not playing, but it's going to be the first era this season to Quentin Johnson because he wants to play for Mike Williams. So, yeah. But to all the Raider fans, once again, good luck playing against us because I hope we win this at home in SoFi Stadium. But we lose to you on the road, so we win at home, especially. And, yeah, so hopefully we get this 2-2 Charger win against the Raiders at home in Week 4 in SoFi Stadium in LA and Inglewood. But, yeah, because like I told you, I know a lot of Raider fans as not repetitive, so I know a lot of Raider fans out there, so yeah. And to my Charger fans, Bull fam and Bolts Nation too, Modog, Oceanside Boy 760 LA Original, Dizzy and Nathan Rivera, Youngling Jr., SoCal Slime, and Julius and Anthony, Sonny Mattia, of course, and to all the other Charger fans I know in the whole city of LA and the city of Inglewood of Southern California, for our fellow Charger fans. So after the Raiders, we got a bye week next week, and next 2 weeks we got is the Dallas Cowboys because it's the Bambi Bowl part of which Charger players and Cowboy players were played for. But yeah, we had some legends who loved playing for both teams, the Chargers and Cowboys, since Lance Elworth had played both in LA and San Diego and Dallas with the Chargers and the Cowboys. And yeah, but depends on the decision of Jimmy Garoppolo's concussion protocol because he got hurt, especially. But yeah, I know, especially on Sunday night game, like my time is on the line because Jimmy Garoppolo got hurt during the Sunday night game. But I know he might get a protocol of concussion for a reason. But yeah. But I got to take my time before I see anything else more. But especially Jimmy Garoppolo's on protocol of a concussion. But I know he's on concussion protocol, but they're checking on Jimmy Garoppolo if he's going to play or not. We might see about that because we don't have Mike Williams because he's injured, because Eckler and Kendricks are injured too. We might bring Eckler and Kendricks back. But besides Mike Williams, he's out for the season. And to Quentin Johnson, it's your turn, man. It's your turn to play football. So you're with Keenan Allen, Josh Palmer for now. But especially when it comes to basketball or baseball, when my Angels player get hurt, if it's Trout or Ohtani, who cares? If it's Kawhi or PG who gets hurt, who cares? And then in soccer, when it's the LA Galaxy, who cares if it's injury to Chicharito, Javier Hernandez? And then the Anaheim Ducks, to the NHL players who got injured the last time, the former Duck, who was a current Chicago Blackhawk, Corey Perry, on the IR. Can't talk about it. But especially, besides the Padres, especially the players who got injured last year was Tatis. In the meantime, as always in the meantime. But especially, but I know our Chargers team's going to win to go 2-2 without Mike Williams against the Raiders. But the Raiders are might be checking on Jimmy Garoppolo because he has a concussion protocol, maybe, but why not? Because, let's get into Vegas sports before I end up saying about Vegas sports as much as I dislike or hate them for a reason, but before I say anything else more. So for the Chargers, Joey Bosa can keep this going with Asante Samuel Jr., Khalil Mack, and also Derwin James. Derwin's questionable for the Week 4 matchup, but Derwin James can keep playing. Justier Taylor, Aloy Gilman, and also, I don't know what's up with the J.C. Jackson situation, but do you remember when Raider fans were seeing the Henry Ruggs situation, all that crap? But Nobody wants to hear about Henry Ruggs because it's gone. Because 2021's gone. And who cares? But especially my point is that one of our Charger fans are talking about the situation of J.C. Jackson. Who cares? But to the Raider fans, they might remember of Henry Ruggs' situation, but I want to let them know because in the meantime, you fire John Gruden because I tell you what, to all you Raider fans, 2021 is gone, okay? So 2021 is absolutely gone for good. And so my point is, what this Chargers team can do, like Phillip Rivers against an ex-Raider who's on the Saints now, Derek Carr, and then against Carson Palmer, the former Bengal and Cardinal, and a Raider quarterback. And then Matt Schaub and who else? Terrell Pryor, and then Leinart, and then Jamarcus Russell, the worst quarterback in the NFL. That is a draft bust. And then you had different Raider quarterbacks out there, but especially before you started giving Jimmy Garoppolo and then getting after Derek Carr, because you remember when you got Terrell Pryor, and remember you got Matt Schaub, but especially we had Dan Fouts, Tobin Rote, John Hadel, Johnny Unitas, who was an ex-Charger and a Colt. And also, your Raiders had Kenny Stabler, and then in the meantime you had Reg Gannon, because we had Drew Brees, especially Drew Brees, and the worst quarterback Ryan Leaf, because he's trash. We should have drafted Peyton Manning instead of Ryan Leaf before we end up drafting Phillip Rivers in a trade with Eli Manning. And then especially we almost drafted Peyton Manning before getting Phillip Rivers, just a Herbert. But yeah, we have Herbert now because Khalil Mack will beat his old team again. Because he wants to beat his old team again, like he always loves playing for the Chargers. Since he was playing for the Raiders and then the Bears. So that's what I am talking about. What that Chargers team is going to do is knock the skull out of the Raider fans' head. What we want to do with our Charger fans against Raider fans. Because, But my point is, so, at the meantime, is not that enough. So, I just tell you, one thing. We can come out and take the skull out of the Raider fans' head with a win for the Chargers. And struck a skull. Because, as always, family, trust, respect. We know it. Bolt up forever. And family, trust, respect. So, anyway, what's it for the Chargers? But here it is. Going 2-2 against the Raiders for Week 4 matchup in SoFi Stadium in LA. In Inglewood. So, I'm going to talk about Vegas sports before I get going, before I get out. The Vegas Golden Knights. I'm an Anaheim Ducks fan because I can't stand the Golden Knights because they won a Stanley Cup this year against Florida Panthers. And into the Las Vegas Aces, I can't stand them because everyone is a Sparks fan too. I can't stand the Aces because they have won the WNBA championship last year. But I don't know if they want to go for a repeat or something, but who cares? Especially, I'm rooting for any WNBA teams in basketball, for women's basketball, including the Dallas Wings. But especially. And also, there is more because, it's not enough. And some people always hate the Raiders more because they always hate the Raiders. As always. And besides baseball, as an Angels fan, the Athletics wanted to move to Vegas until 2028 because they got to move out of it from Oakland to Vegas too. Why not? Because they're going to be like the Raiders if it's the Oakland Athletics baseball team who wants to move to Vegas from Oakland if you are like the Raiders as an Angels fan. Because, what my difference is to the point is, this Chargers team needs to go 2-2 this week against the potential Raider team since the Raiders lost to the Steelers last night because I saw what happened to Jimmy Garoppolo because he got hurt. He's in concussion protocol. And our guy Mike Williams, he is out for the season because we have Quentin Johnson ready to go because he's ready for Week 4 against the Raiders. Because Keenan loves to call it the barbecue chicken alert because he wants to cook up barbecue chickens on Raider defense because he loves to do that too. And also, Josh Palmer, you're ready, man. Get ready. Josh Kelly has done it well with Donald Parham. And then Gerald Everett. And who else? There's got to be more. Justin Herbert, Max Duggan, Easton Stick, Kellen Moore, and Derek Ansley besides Brandon Staley. And, because we went all together, you do too. when the former Raider and a former Charger were there, because Al Davis was the former receivers coach that used to coach for the Chargers in the 60s and become the general manager and owner of the Raiders in 80s through 2000s. I know it for sure. At the end of the day, we win it all together, like, especially beyond my point. But especially as always, so I have one more words to say before I get out. Family, trust, respect, and bolt up. So let's go 2-2 against the Raiders in Week 4 in SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, in Inglewood, and let's get a dub to go 2-2 against the potential Raiders team. But all right, anyway, you guys, I'm gonna head out. So it's your boy Jordan Trask. Peace out, bolt up, let's go Chargers, and family, trust, respect. I'm out. Peace. See you soon.